The leaders of the two Koreas have typically exchanged gifts when they've met, and this time was no different. Of particular note, this time a gift from Kim Jong-un to President Moon of 2 tons of pine mushrooms, a delicacy on the Korean Peninsula. President Moon is giving the mushrooms to South Koreans separated from their relatives in the north. Our Seo Eun-kyung has this report.
President Moon's senior press secretary Yoon Young-chan said Thursday that the 2 tons of pine mushrooms arrived in the south in the morning ahead of President Moon. They will be distributed to South Koreans who haven't had a chance to meet their relatives in the north since the Korean War ended 65 years ago. 4,000 people have been selected, each of whom will get 500 grams of mushrooms in time for Chuseok, Korea's Thanksgiving holiday, which starts this Sunday. Preference was given to the most elderly of the people with family up north. North Korea has given fine mushrooms to South Korean leaders before, in fact. In 2000 and 2007, the late North Korean leader Kim Jong-un presented fine mushrooms to the south to commemorate his summit with then President Kim Dae-jung and Roh Moo-hyun. In 2000, Chairman Kim sent 3 tons of pine mushrooms to the south, 3 months after the first Inter-Korean summit. During the Inter-Korean Summit of 2007, Kim Jong-il presented President Roh Moo-hyun with 4 tons of mushrooms. Pine mushrooms are high-protein, low-calorie food and are excellent remedies for adult diseases. They're harder to grow than other mushrooms, making them more valuable. The price of pine mushrooms differs according to size and quality, but recently in Korea, ahead of Chuseok, 1 kilogram was going for about $800. They're mainly sold in department stores. President Moon said he hopes the mushrooms from the north can bring some small consolation to those longing for their loved ones across the border. Seo Eun-kyung, Arirang News.